Hello, Hofstra fans, and welcome to the W. Mason Coach Report with head volleyball coach Emily Mansur. Coach, how are you?
I am good, Stephen. How are you today?
Good, thank you. Coach, we're 11 matches into your season, and also you have reached the end of your non-conference schedule. Feels like just yesterday your team reported for fall camp. How has the last month been for you and your program?
Exciting to be able to be back. And as we expected, a lot of ups and downs throughout preseason with the young group of ladies that we have on the court right now, but building. And that's what we got to continue to believe in the process and continue to move up from the tough moments.
Yeah, and the word building is really an important word that you just used there. You're a very young team. You have a trio of freshmen that are playing regularly right now and playing well. What have you seen from that trio, particularly two of them who have played all season, that you've liked and have kind of added to your team this year?
And we kind of expected when we recruited both of them, and I believe you were talking about Kiara on the liberal position and Beatriz on the setting position. We expect them to be pretty composed freshmen that come in ready to go and ready to really compete for a starting spot at the beginning. And I think they've been able to hold themselves just like any student athlete who has the first year. They go through the adjustment process. They have some ups and downs, but they've been a pretty consistent duo for us throughout this preseason.
Yeah, and both have been recognized by the CA, combined 3 times already. It's great to see that. Obviously, your goals are team oriented, but it's also nice to see student athletes, both those two and other student athletes, get honored at these various in-season tournaments your team participated in.
Absolutely. It's we work really hard as a group. We want to achieve the CAA championship and the next step, but it's very exciting to see the individual honors, and I think it's well deserved. And we're going to continue to fight to get some more of those because it's something that they put the work, and it is really cool when they get the payoff.
You prior to the year starting, you had mentioned this. You thought this team was going to be very good at a certain point this year, but due to the youth, there might be a work in progress type of thing. Have you seen that work in progress developing in a way you liked so far?
You know me, Steve. I'm pretty hard on our group. So would I like to be a little bit ahead of where we are? Absolutely, I always do. But and I think we have the pieces. I think if we can still keep our mind on the right place and the end goal, we are going to achieve what we want. But you know me, for 8, 9 years now, I'm never satisfied of where we are. So there is a lot of work to be done, and we just got to continue to keep fighting, keep improving.
And your leaders, people like Anna Martinovich, what have you seen from them this year that you hope continues as the year progresses?
I think I've been saying this about Juana all the time. Like she is doing a great job on the leadership role. The better she does, the more we ask of her. And I think it's a hard place to be. She really is the 50 year taking us to what it is to win a championship because she was part of the squad that won the last championship. So there is a lot of high expectations on her. She has been asked to play very different roles and she stepped up to it, but she's in a tough situation because every time she does something good, we want a little bit more from her.
And you mentioned the word championship, and the goal of that begins this week. Really, CA play begins this week. You started home against Towson. How have you been able to mold the mindset of your team to turn the page from these matches that kind of prepare you for what's about to begin?
I think this is where the fun begins, right? It's going to be tough. We start with the CAA defending champions, so it's going to be a really good match. Again, we got to come with the mindset that we can do anything, we can achieve anything if we work our hardest and we continue to build the team concept. We are very excited. I want to see what Thousand looks like. It's good to see them 2 days in a row. It's going to be a tough weekend, but we gotta go with the mindset we can achieve anything that we want. And I think this is what is super exciting about starting this weekend against Thousand specific.
Yeah, and the schedule's a little different this year than past CA schedules Hofstra fans might be familiar with. You now play the same team twice in a weekend, reducing travel costs, reducing excess travel. Are you a fan of that? Do you like this way, or is it just whatever the schedule is put in front of you, you care that works for you?
I mean, whatever schedule we get, it is what it is. We don't really have a choice, but I think this can be beneficial, especially again for us, a young group that maybe game plan it's not as easy. Teams before it's not as easy to adjust. So being able to focus on one team, I think it's something that's gonna actually beneficiate the team that we have this year. So it is what it is, and we're gonna do the best that we have out of the schedule that we got.
And you're just happy that one team you're playing this weekend isn't Northeastern for the 83rd straight time, right?
That is for sure. I'm very excited that we get to see another team. It is, there is no question on that.
And Emily, what's the keys to success this weekend?
Teamwork, trust their ability of being a very good volleyball team, and trust that they can get to the next level. And as always, the desire of getting to the next level. So we can't wait.
Well, Emily, we thank you for your time. We wish you good luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you, Stephen.
And thank you, Hofstra fans, for joining us on the W. Mason Coach Report with head volleyball coach Emily Mansur.